This is Fletcher Macklin. The Saints on 6 team is getting ready for the highly anticipated 2021 preseason against the Jags. Coach Sean Payton will be making arguably the biggest decision in recent black and gold history. Who'll replace Drew Brees? Our analysts are breaking down every move in notable play from quarterbacks Taysom Hill and Jameis Winston ahead of kickoff. Number 7 plus number 2 equals 9. Who will be the next Saints starting quarterback? Let's break it down. Jameis's big arm and Taysom's powerful legs could carry the black and gold offensively this season. But if the Saints are going to do heavenly things, they'll need their quarterbacks to become special, something former Saints head coach and WDSU analyst Jim Mora is unsure about.
I think that in order to be a special team, you better have a special quarterback. I don't think either one of these guys are a special quarterback. That's my opinion.
To be fair, Drew Brees was good, but he wasn't special when he arrived in New Orleans in 2006. So Jameis and Taysom have a chance.
I think we're in good hands either way. And I really, truly imagine that both guys will end up playing for sure.
To become special, both players need to improve their decision-making. While comparing him to Brees is a bit unfair, in 4 starts last year, Taysom Hill failed to diagnose defenses the same way number 9 did, and he missed on several big play opportunities. Jameis hardly played in his first season with the New Orleans Saints since he was the 3rd-string quarterback, but he did take over when Brees was injured against the 49ers, and unfortunately, he threw several passes that should have been picked off.
These guys are both going to be judged on what do you do if your first and second read isn't there? What kind of trouble can you get into? What kind of trouble can you get out of?
So far in training camp 2021, Taysom and Jameis have been solid, if not spectacular, and while definitely different players, starters on the offensive line respect both guys.
Jameis comes in the huddle and he's funny. He puts a smile on my face every time he comes in. Just because he comes in with so much joy, so much excitement to get to the next play. Taysom, he's kind of business in there, which I like that too.
During his time in college and while in the NFL, Jameis Winston dealt with several off-the-field transgressions. He was investigated for sexual assault while at Florida State, and he was suspended by the NFL for 3 games in 2018 for groping an Uber driver in an inappropriate way. But the Saints organization feels comfortable with Winston's maturity. Since arriving in New Orleans, team executives say he's been a model citizen, moving deeper towards his faith. He's also gotten married, and he's become a father.
I'm one of the guys that's kind of been his biggest fan. I want to see him get another opportunity because I know how hard he works. I lived in Tampa in the off seasons a couple years ago and was around him a little bit.
Jameis Winston has a lot of obviously, sort of impressive charm and presence when he talks to us in the interview room, and it's the same in the locker room. Sean Payton always mentions his leadership. The teammates talk about, his great leadership, his personality in the locker room. So, him being the leader of a team, him being the leader of an offense, I don't think that's a concern with him.
While social media opinion doesn't really matter, this offseason several players tweeted and posted about Jameis being their guy. Safety Chauncey Gardner-Johnson even sent out the message simply titled QB1. But as someone once told me, Twitter isn't real life. So anyone discounting Taysom Hill becoming the Saints starting quarterback is making a mistake due to his dirty work on special teams and the fact that he's grown so much as a quarterback. Players respect him even if they don't tweet about it.
If the Saints said, look, Taysom's our guy, I wouldn't have been surprised if they did that back in March. And I actually think what we saw from him last year was a work in progress for sure, some things he needs to get better at. But that made me feel even more positive. They did go 3-1 with him as a starter, and he was a better thrower than people expected.
So in the end, which player gets the advantage when it comes to arguably the most important traits for a quarterback? Decision-making and intangibles. Who's the starter week 1 against Green Bay?
I would bet on Jameis Winston starting in week 1 slightly, but all the check marks. I think he's the guy they would like to see earn it. That's the best case scenario for the Saints, is that Jameis Winston earned it.